The Dragon Tarot has finally been released, and I have been very excited to work on this project. I'd like today to give a little lesson to beginners of the tarot as to how they could read the cards, as I've often been asked by people who have not studied the tarot before, how they should go about making a reading. I would recommend that you just use the major arcana cards. Now, the minor arcana cards are like the suits. Just put these to one side. It's going to be too complicated for a beginner to read the whole deck. So we have here the 22 major arcana. Now, it's important when reading tarot to be calm, to focus yourself, maybe light a candle, be in a relaxed mood, and then you need to shuffle your cards. Now, the tarot readings depend, the meaning depends upon whether the card is the right way up or upside down. So when you're shuffling, not only shuffle the deck into itself, but also turn it round and shuffle them upside down too. Now, I've designed the cards so that the backs have a mirror image of the dragons, and you can't tell whether the card's the right way up or not. So you cannot be influenced by the picture on the back. So here we go, that's a proper shuffle there. Now, I'm going to ask a question. Now, this can't be something like, what are the lottery numbers this weekend? The tarot is not going to tell you that. So I'm going to ask the tarot, tell me something about my life right now. So I am now going to draw 3 cards. This is, the first one is the past. The second one is the present. And the third one is the future. So I've turned over the past, and this is the Fool. This is the 0 card in the deck, and it's illustrated here by golden treasures and a hatching dragon. The present is Death. Now, Death is not always a terrible card, and in this alignment, it's upside down. And the future here is the Justice card, which is number 13 in the deck. So I am going to look these up. I recommend that any beginner would look these up, and even people who are experienced in the tarot, they're perhaps not familiar with this particular deck. So we are going to look up 0 for the Fool. With an expectant expression, this newly born dragon looks up towards its mother, a blank slate. This new life is filled with adventure and willingness to take a leap into the unknown. However, alongside this vibrant spirit, there is a rashness and lack of fear and control. While the upturned version indicates new beginnings, the opposite can mean carelessness and folly. Well, there we go. I guess that signifies that something in the past was a blank slate. I didn't know perhaps what I was doing and set off on an adventure. And the second card then we have Death, but is upside down. So what does it say here? The skull, representing death, is guarded here by an oriental style dragon. Cherry blossoms fall around it in symbolism of transition and rebirth. In reverse, it can mean stagnation, fear of change, or fear of new challenges, inertia. Well, there we go. So perhaps I started off on a journey, but then was a little afraid to move forwards in the present, but perhaps what will the future hold? The future is justice. Justice, which features my artwork, The Truth. Here the lady offers us the sword of truth. She presents it between her outstretched arms, weighing up the balance with integrity, fairness, and reason. This represents making wise choices and decisions, and also reasonableness and fairness. Reverse passes the troubled one, and the dragon curled around her with stir in anger if the lady is wronged. So I think from that reading, we say that there was a blank slate starting out on a new journey. Perhaps currently I may have faltered and feel that I have not quite found my way, but if we go forward with truth and integrity, right will out. So that's a little illustration of how you can do a simple 3-card reading. I don't personally believe the tarot itself is necessarily magical. I think the magic lies within ourselves. And it's an interesting little task to sit in a calm environment and perhaps consider something that's going on in your life and see if these cards can offer some meaning. I hope you found that interesting, and I hope you enjoy trying out the tarot for yourself.